Hilfiger. Good morning. This is the Star Report. Early Friday edition. And thank you for being patient last night for those of you who caught part of the live stream. I just wasn't in the mood to play around with the phone system, and I don't know if it's working now, and who gives a goddamn if it is or isn't. In the mornings, I sip coffee, I talk to myself. You can watch me, you can chime in if you like via email, Cash App, PayPal, what have you, all right? I just want to talk. Oh, I have to talk. Two topics only this morning. Two topics. Omarion versus Mario. Last night on Verzuz. How did I stumble upon this gem? This was a gem. I was lying in bed reading one of my reference books, Medical Apartheid, for those who know this book. If you don't, I highly recommend it, okay? And I put the book down, and I was going to put on one of my lo-fi YouTube channels to really just, take me into a slumber of sorts. And then I saw all these live streams for Omarion versus Mario. And I forgot that they were battling last night. So I said, okay, well, let me just click on this for a minute. Not that I, really know their catalogs like that. But I was pleasantly surprised when I saw Pleasure P from Pretty Ricky, who I met years ago. Bobby V, formerly known as Bobby Valentino. I think he either got sued or he had a court issue with somebody from the UK who actually owns the name Bobby Valentino. So they were battling. This was the undercard for Omarion versus Mario. And Troll Babies, correct me if I say something wrong. I don't have notes in the mornings. I just talk to myself. And I appreciate being corrected if I'm wrong, okay? So this is who was battling, or so I thought. You had Ray J on the stage, met him years ago, really good guy. I'll tell you about that later if I haven't told you already. Ray J, Sammie, who used to be a Lil Sammie, Troll Babies, yes, no? Lil Sammie, I think he's from Florida. When he first came out, I forget, he had some song, he kind of popped off, And these guys are older now, and salute to them. As an older man, it's nice to see younger people who came on the Star and Buckwild show who were very nice. And they have evolved, they're fathers now, I'm sure, married, whatever, but they're still active in the game. So it was nice to see them. Bobby V's jumping around. Bobby V has bills to pay, so never mind, him chasing the Badussi or not paying his Badussi tab. And then there was another video of him, supposedly bringing a nigga with a lace front into his complex somewhere. Somewhere here in the Atlanta metro area a year or so ago. Nobody cared. Bobby V is rattling off the hits, and I'm like, oh, okay, wow, I'm feeling this, Ray J. Folks, did Ray J need auto-tune? What was going on? For those who saw this, chime in if you like. He had, I guess that was his kid or somebody's kid. That was weird. Don't bring the kids on stage. We want to hear the grimy, the gritty, the vulgar R&B, minus the kids. But, he had the kid on stage. Brandy was off to the side. Brandy looks good. Brandy looks good. What did we used to call Brandy back in the days? Was it Leadfoot? Either Brandy or Halle Berry. Somebody killed somebody in a car accident. Troll Babies, help me out. Who was Leadfoot? Is it Brandy or Halle Berry? Either way, she looked great. Who else? And what's the host name? I forget his name. He's a comedian, an actor. His braids look kind of weird. And I have an issue with him, saying nigga so loud, so clear. What is his name? Somebody help me out, please. D-Ray. Yo, these niggas, you little niggas. I'm like, damn, homie. I mean, you have to place the N-word strategically. You just can't just blurt it out all the damn time. Anyway, so I'm watching, again, the undercard. Pleasure P jumps down into the audience. He's trying to belt out something a cappella. But everybody wants to have a good time. And pardon me, this was in Los Angeles. I don't know the name of the theater, and who gives a shit? But again, Bobby V was getting it off. He's playing the piano, he's singing. And for the most part, it was okay, the undercard. But again, I was busy reading a book, and then I just put the book on my shelf. I said, let me focus on this undercard, okay? And let me just shift gears, and I'll come back to the Verzuz battle. I just want to make sure that I interject my showrunner early. And again, if you're just now joining me, I talk to myself in the morning, no notes. If the phones are working, they're working. If not, let me ramble for, an hour or what have you. The showrunner. Supreme Court expands U.S. gun rights. I don't want to just focus on New York. I don't live in New York. I haven't lived in New York for years. I'm born and raised in New Jersey. I was passing through the slums of New York. But I can't say that I'm really that concerned about what's going on up in New York. But I do want to take a stab at this. And correct me if I say something wrong. The Supreme Court recently struck down the gun restrictions for concealed carry in New York State. Not just New York City, but New York State. Off the top, I think that's a good thing. Let me tell you why. New York has always been the number one market in terms of music, fashion, business, Wall Street, sponsorship deals and endorsements and so on and so forth. So yes, for centuries, not just decades, centuries, they wanted to make sure everybody was in check in those streets, and especially those who were once considered minorities, Black, Hispanic, what have you, Mexican, Asian. They wanted to keep you in check. But with that keeping people in check, the police gained too much power over the decades. The police, in my opinion, are not figures of moral authority. They are not. They have tried to push this mindset, this programming, especially when I was coming up in the 70s. The man in blue is a friend to you. No, that's not true. The police have been some of the most vicious towards minorities, especially in the New York tri-state area. Thus the reason why you've had Rikers Island, the jail, overcrowded, people going to jail for years over a gun charge, over marijuana, cocaine. This is America, land of capitalism, consumerism. You should be able to do drugs. All of this shit should be legal drugs, and you should be able to carry a firearm in New York City. Yes! Yes, in my opinion. As a registered firearm carrier, when you have a firearm, you move different. And when other people know that you have a firearm, they move different. Now, it's very layered. Just give me some time because, again, I'm not pulling notes. I just want to talk to myself, and I'm going to be bouncing around between Omarion versus Mario. Oh, by the way, Mario destroyed Omarion. I'll get to it. So the police in the New York tri-state area have gained too much power. You can call them racist. I wouldn't disagree. They have put forth this false narrative of us versus them. You're not fighting a goddamn war. You're there to protect and serve the people, not to violate them, not to kick in their goddamn doors, beat people up, drag people out, humiliate families, tarnish their records. You see, that's been the issue with the police. And I can say that. I have a podcast, The Hip Hop Police. I was rejected by the police. I tried to become a cop 4 times. You know this already. So the police have had too much power. Now, let me just say this before I forget. One of my main points is that in New York City and the surrounding tri-state area, in my opinion, the citizens need guns, not just to protect themselves from each other, but from the goddamn police. Violating people, as I said, pulling them over on the FDR Drive, wherever, coming through the goddamn Midtown Tunnel, the 59th Street Bridge, dragging them out of cars. If you know I've got a firearm in here, maybe you'll deal with citizens a little differently. I don't want to just talk about, animals carrying goddamn firearms. Because animals are going to kill themselves regardless. We are human beings, Homo sapiens, the most vindictive, spiteful, vicious species on the planet. We kill for fun. It's called surplus killing. You've heard me speak about this before. Surplus killers. Cats, humans, and there's 2 other animal species, I forget. They kill for fun. So niggas, and when I say niggas, I mean white niggas, Hispanic, Asian, you're gonna kill regardless, especially if you live in a goddamn, the projects, a tall cage. Rats in a cage kill each other. But we have to understand that in the South, people move differently. And you see, in the South, in different states in the South, they expect certain people to deal with each other. And the police come to clean up the mess. So that mindset, in my opinion, needs to be instilled up in the North. Stop pretending to be a figure of moral authority. Stop shutting down the goddamn city when a cop gets killed. You were doing your job. It's your job. Niggas die every day, right? Ain't that what we say? You're not a hero. You're a servant of the people. Stop shutting down the city 20 blocks. Hang on, folks. I'm talking to myself. Hang on. In the South, the police have to think twice before running up in somebody's goddamn house. Yes, I got the cannon up in this motherfucker. I got the 40 cal. You got a warrant? What do you want? No, you're not running up in this motherfucker smacking me in front of my kids, beating on my 14-year-old son. Goddamn, we gonna get it in. That needs to be the mindset, if you ask me, up north in New York. Patrick Lynch, president of the Police Benevolent, PBA. Old Irish Italian, all that bullshit. If you know New York police, you know them. Decades of doing people dirty. Google the Dirty 30. Just one example. Now, let me get back to Mario versus Omarion. And I want to take some of your calls, your super chat, your cash app. But folks, when I'm on that caffeine like this, do more, respecting the show. Cash App and PayPal. I don't like to take a bunch of calls in the mornings, all right? I'm just saying that right now so you know. Dre at Grave Shifter got your donation early. Star, if Eric Gardner had a blammer on him, those cops would have calmed their asses down and wouldn't be straggling Blackie over cigarettes. I agree, sir. I agree, yeah. I'm selling Lucy's, man. I'm trying to make ends meet. What, are you going to choke me to death over a fucking Lucy? I tell you what, let's shoot it out. Bow, 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 bow. I'd rather go out fighting rather than to have you put me in a headlock and choke me to death. Thank you for your donation. Hey, Gemstar, got your donation. Salute to Star for talking about the police this morning. The warranty on his the warranty on his coonship must have expired. Oh, that was cute. Thank you. Thank you for the donation. It's called The Objective Perspective. Gemstar, you know this already. Everybody can get it, including the police. Andre, got your donation. Thank you so much. DJ, got your donation. You're absolutely right with the police. Talkstar, I appreciate you for that. Yeah, you've got too much power up north. Violating citizens. You are there to protect and serve the people. You're not a fucking savior. I don't need you to save me or in their minds, protect you from yourselves. I like Mayor Eric Adams. I think I met him years ago. I don't remember, folks. I've been up in one police plaza so many goddamn times. For the most part, I like him, but he is a former cop. So he is of the mindset, and he has already shot down this new Supreme Court ruling, which is not going to take into effect for another year. He's already shot this down, talking about we can't have citizens on the streets with guns. Why not? They'll help you do your job. Yes, niggers are going to get smoked. Niggers are always going to get smoked. But I have to say, I'm equally concerned with police violating citizens. If you know I don't have a goddamn blammer on me, you're going to think you can punch me, kick me, throw me against a wall. And that shit's got to stop. But thank you for your donation. Also, this morning, I want to make sure I put some respect on the homie's name, Troy Reed. Troy, I got your book, man, yesterday in the mail. I purchased this, folks, and I want to make sure that you support Troy Reed. Purchase this book as I did off of Amazon. I sent him a screenshot via Instagram DM. He responded right back and said, "Salute, OG." Purchase this man's book. Troy Reed, an architect, a historian, a hell of a guy. He hired me to host an event for him, I think it was 2014 to 15, I forget, when he and his family launched the sneaker pawn shop up in Harlem. On the screen, I Never Met Alpo by Troy Reed. I'm saying, please, purchase a copy. Show this man some respect. Okay, I see a couple more donations. Hang on, guys. I feel like talking to you this morning. Roblo 2000, he says, "Judge Patrick Lynch, the seed for which all the berating, unnecessary death, humiliation of the public, and over-empowerment stems from. Talk about it, nigga." Thank you, sir. DeAndre, Zachary lost a wrestling match to Stacy Galore on purpose. Keep the bullshit coming. I got time this morning. Okay, and Starlight, thank you for your donation. So let me get back to Omarion versus Mario, and then we'll come back to the U.S. Supreme Court gun law reform that they're trying to push nationwide. Mario destroyed Omarion, and if you ask me, Omarion got exposed. I give him credit for, not blacking the fuck out. I was on Twitter doing a whole lot of extra shit for those of you who followed me on Twitter, and I deleted that tweet that I put up where I said, I haven't done coke since 91, but if anybody has an 8-ball of what Jeremiah was on, holler at me. Oh my God, who saw Jeremiah? What was that nigga on last night, allegedly? What was Jeremiah on singing off key? And even Mario was like, yo, stop. Yo, please. What? What the fuck? Tank. Again, folks, I'm just rambling. I don't have notes. Tank came out. He tried to, spice it up. He was singing with Omarion. Tank, you're canceled in my book, nigga. When you said that goofy shit on Angela Yee's podcast about if a nigga sucks a tool, it doesn't mean he's gay. No, nigga. No, nigga. If you take a tool in your throat, nigga, you're gay. And we ain't mad at you, but don't try and push that false narrative. And then Tank said Chris Brown was better than Michael Jackson. Tank, you're canceled. So Tank came out on stage at some point, tried to help Omarion, and nobody gave a shit. They were like, well, okay. Omarion was beaten. No, pardon me. Mario was beating Omarion like an old Virginia slave. Pow, pow, crack out. Every song, Omarion tries to twist up his locks in some little cute bow. He got exposed. He can't sing. And I'm looking like, God damn, homie, I mean, what are you doing? Whoever put those two together, I'm sure they made a bag. Because I kind of fell back off of Verzuz. I still haven't seen Cypress Hill versus Onyx. It just, Wait a second. Deborah just sent in a Cash App. Baby girl, I have to read that. She says, Star, Omarion, Ray J, and Jeremiah got the same vocal coach. Craigslist. Yeah. They've spoken about over the years R&B being dead. And last night, I was like, yeah, yo, what was that era? 2002 on? 2002 you had some good singers coming out of that era. You had Carl Thomas, you had Cisco, Ruben Studdard. Here's my hurry for 2004. I needed it. He could sing, Ruben Studdard, but I don't know what happened to him. Avant, who was like the poor man's R. Kelly. Is he still alive, Troll Babies? I know I'm on that caffeine. I'm doing too much. Is Avant still alive? Because he had got down to like 92 pounds. He looked a little... Stop it, old nigga. Is Avant okay? Cisco... Genuine. You had some good singers during that era, but, Omarion, he needed auto-tune. He needed something, or maybe, was it a bad night? It was a bad night. Anyway, 2 topics this morning, folks. Yes, 2 topics, and I'm going to be promoting some of my sponsors as well. Hold on a second. Carinista.com on the screen. In my community section, folks, a hell of an artist. Please go there. Check out her work. She does custom work as well. Gallery work, different things. If you want to get something for a collector's item, something with regards to your children, a family portrait, she does really, really incredible work, okay? www.carinista.com. And I'm not done with that nigga, Caesar Emmanuel from Black Ink Crew. I touched on that last night, beating a defenseless dog with a goddamn folding chair. Pow, pow, pow. Please keep me up to speed. VH1 fired that hoe-ass nigga. What's the name of the IG page that exposed him? I want to make sure I give them their props. Is it Gossip of the City? Salute to you, good people. Told on that hoe-ass nigga. He did that sucker shit down here in the Atlanta area somewhere. fuck boy. I'm a doggy daddy, folks, so I'm always gonna take the side of an animal, huh? Okay. I'm coming to the phone. Just bear with me. It's early. I'm sitting here talking to myself, and I'm talking to Asia. She knows her place. She don't say nothing. Asia, you want to say hi to people? Hold on. I'm on the caffeine. It gets weird in the morning. There she is. There's my baby, huh? Yeah, I'm practicing so that, if I turn her into a synthetic life form at some time, I can already be in the mindset of talking to a synthetic life form. Go ahead and laugh, okay? All right, let's bring a couple of calls in, but not too many. I want to talk to myself. 404, I don't know if the phones are working. Are you there? Can you hear me? 404.
Oh, nigga, what's popping?
Nigga, I'm popping. I'm popping like Jiffy Pop on a Friday night. What's cracking, man? Let's get to it.
Hey, man, I don't know where I want to start first, but I'll start with the feds, man. The police in New York. You lining niggas up, man. That's what I'm gonna say. Law and order is what we need. You want niggas to have more guns? It's gonna be the cops shooting more niggas.
Are you talking to me directly or just speaking out loud, sir? Because I want law-abiding citizens to have guns. Taxpayers. I don't give a goddamn about a nigga.
I'm saying you give law-abiding citizens and niggas more guns, we're going to have more cops catching bodies.
I disagree, but go ahead. I'll let you speak. Go ahead. I'll let you speak.
These niggas don't go to the gun range. You got some. These niggas don't go to the gun range. When they have shootouts, they having 100 bullets flying, ain't hitting nothing, ain't running down on no ops, ain't doing none of that. Mm-hmm. And we talking about we need to arm, we need to have them be more armed because, nah, man. We defunded the police already. And
well, sir, I'm not French, so please stop saying we. I don't know you. I don't know your ideology and or philosophy. Where are you from? Where were you born and raised?
Southwest Atlanta, man.
Okay, so what do you care about niggas up in New York? They're moving down to Georgia, bringing that New York nonsense down here. You already know. You grew up in Georgia. Niggas act right down here. If I know you got a gun, you know I got a gun, the conversation is more respectful. Correct?
Negative. The crime here has gotten 200% worse in the last 3 years.
That ain't got nothing to do with access to guns. That's because Atlanta's popping. Niggas will come here trying to get it. Hey, niggas gonna try and get the bag, and I'm okay with niggas dying, killing each other. But just don't bother law-abiding citizens and taxpayers. Kill yourselves!
We need the National Guard down here. That's my take on that.
Okay.
But
thank you, man. You want to jump on?
I want to talk about the nigga fest last night.
Please. I'm here for the bullshit. Let's go.
So my man Bobby V, I gotta give it to him. I want to start there first. You know what I mean? He need to stop running out on his tabs. You know what I mean? But it was good to see him out last night. But the streets gotta eat. We love a nigga fest. We got what we wanted.
Nobody cared about Bobby owning a tab for Badussia. I heard no jokes. Nobody was taking a stab. Nigga got bills to pay, right? Nigga got bills to pay. Okay, he hung up. Folks, I want your opinion. You don't have to agree with me. I like to have different opinions. That's why this is called the objective perspective. Don't start talking that French shit. A lot of y'all know niggas talking all crazy about, you were talking crazy about Trump. Biden doesn't want people in New York having guns. Do you know that, President Biden? I didn't vote for that goofball. Dutty honor. Caffeine got your donation. More guns means more safety, not less. Facts. I carry every day, everywhere. Keep educating and entertaining the people. Yes, sir. If you know I got a gun and I know you got a gun, we're going to watch how we speak to each other because shit can get lit fast. Up north, you have a whole lot of Niggas, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, whoever, they do a whole lot of extra shit when it comes to road rage. You try that shit down here in the South, jumping out of a goddamn car with a bat, hitting on somebody's windshield. Pow! What the fuck is you doing to my windshield? Pow, pow! Hold on a second. Area code 347, good morning. This is the early edition. I don't know if the phone...
Hey, good morning, good morning.
Yes, sir.
Listen, that last dude on the phone, man, he in the way, because I'm from up here in Jersey.
Sir, your phone's going in and out. I want to hear you. Make the adjustments, please, so I can hear you.
All right.
Say again. Say again.
All right, you hear me?
Yes, sir. There you go. There you go.
I said that guy over there, he's in the way. He's from Atlanta, so he already know. Everybody allowed to have guns out there. I'm talking about you in front of the cops with your gun.
Yeah.
The cops even respect you more when you got a gun. They're not going to fuck with you that
Facts. Sir, you have to watch the F-bomb, please. It's too early for the algorithm, please.
I'm sorry.
Please.
I apologize. But, yeah, I'm the trucker that goes from up Jersey down south. And
Okay.
I see it all along.
Right.
The cops respect you way more when they come up to your car knowing that you can have a gun on you.
Yeah.
And then let me tell you something. If one of these cops, if we was over there and one of these cops had a knee on a guy's neck and we sitting right there, you don't think somebody's going to shoot that cop if he wasn't going to let his knee off?
We're not promoting it, sir, but I hear what you're saying.
Not promoting it, but it was,
I can't breathe. What are you doing? Pow!
Yeah, exactly.
I'll go to jail for a decade rather than you killing me.
8 minutes is way more than enough time for me to give you warning.
Right.
Like, yo, if you don't get your hands off of him, I'm going to shoot you. At that point, the cop might think about, wait a second, let me get my knee off him because he might shoot.
Yeah. Sir, your phone's going in and out, but thank you for calling. Thank you. Phone's going in and out. It's too bad. Supreme Court. Hold on a second. I want to make sure I promote my sponsors as well. www.eventmoan.com. I'm not sure who's in the live chat. Some of my sponsors should be in there with wrenches. Okay. And I think I should also mention right now, since I'm thinking about it. Folks, if you're a sponsor to this platform, please know that we do not let people go in the comments and attack your brand or your business. We do remove comments. If someone tries to be disrespectful, just shoot us an email. I have 2 people that comb through my comments. We want to give you the traffic. We want to send the traffic to your platform, but we're not going to let people attack you via comments in the community section, all right? On the screen, another one of my sponsors, www.songsthatwork.info. I say again, songsthatwork.info. Hold on a second. This is a great platform. Where's that information? And Zavanda Parish, I'm going to go to the post office, my shipping center to try and pick up your book today. Hopefully it's there. On the screen, www.songsthatwork.info. Folks, this is a great site. I'm going to get them to call back in. If not tomorrow, maybe early next week, okay? They can help you with pitch templates, music licensing, different things by way of protecting your creations. Protecting your creations. Just because someone likes your beat and they may not have the money, you let them take the beat. There is a way to monetize your work, your creation, okay? Songsthatwork.info. Please go there. All right. Let me go to Cash App. Thank you guys for chiming in so early. Hey, Ebony, got your donation. Mario gave that work. Hey, Bobby V. Hey, girl. Yeah. I'm going to get back to that. I don't want to talk too much about the Supreme Court. Mario. Now, the only issue I took with Mario last night, he had that big-ass crazy coat on. Maybe he's a little self-conscious because he's packed on a few pounds, but he looked okay to me with the weight. You know, he's a tall guy. We used to call that a baller's gut, you know? Nigga got a little gut because you're popping bottles, you eating steak and spaghetti and shit like that. He destroyed Omarion. Thank you for your donation. To Elvis, the Chef Rosenberger, got your donation. Thank you, sir. Oh, my nigga, Jay the Bandit tapping in. Okay, Jay the Bandit, I'm going to holler at you later. And I got your banner ready to go. The new banner right after the show. Jay the Bandit tapping in, okay? Neil, I got your donation. He says, salute early. Thank you, sir. Gary, got your donation. The police need to violate you. Oh. Sir, what makes you think I haven't been targeted by the police? The devil knows its own, sir. I wanted to join the police for all the wrong reasons, and they knew that. They said, there's just something about him. Or sometimes they would tell me, listen, Terrain, just... What is it you want to be a cop for? 3 out of the 4 times I was high on coke, and they just said, no, it's not going to happen. But we'll give you a gun to carry, but no badge, right? Thank you for your donation, Gary. Natasha, hey, Natasha. Ray J had Clayface in the building. I didn't see Whack 100. He was there. That makes sense. This was in L.A., to my knowledge, does he manage Ray J? Can I go left for a second? Let me just go left. Ray J grew up being famous, but don't get it twisted. He's one guy that I can say can probably, more than likely, he can get you touched. But he doesn't wear that type of vibrato. Very well connected, I'll just say that. I happen to know this behind the scenes. He came on the Star and Buckwild show, I think it was 2011, down in Philly, 100.3 The Beat. And I was getting at him and Brandy, over the years. Ray J was so cool and confident. When he came into the room, I said, hey. He said, hey. We shook hands, and I said to him, I've been getting at you, right? You know what Ray J said? You've been working. He wasn't even fazed. You've been working. And I said, okay, this is a real one. So, having that understanding about you do what you do, I do what I do, we don't have to, clash. He earned my respect even more. But anyway, thank you, Natasha. I'm rambling. The point I'm trying to make is I don't think he needs Whack 100 for a goddamn thing. I don't think Whack 100 holds him down. Ray J was well connected, to my knowledge, way before Whack 100 came into the picture, okay? I just wanted to say that because a lot of times people get it twisted. Oh, yeah, I protect so-and-so. Ray J's got goons. That's what I've always heard. Jose, got your donation. Thank you so much. Okay, I'll talk to you after the show. Riot Act. Are you on the line, sir? Hold on a second. Who's 434? 434. Good morning. Is this Riot Act? Turn that down in the background. I got to get you out of here. There's an algorithm. We cannot have music in the background. 434. Give me a second. Good morning, 434.
Yeah, I cut the music off.
Hey, good morning, Riot
Yes,
Act?
sir.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Yes. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Thank you for your donation. How are you, sir?
Good deal. Yo, Star, this is Schoolboy.
School from back in the
Yo,
days. Hey, man, how you been?
Good. Good to hear your voice, sir.
Yeah.
You know what? I wanted to holler at you about that Supreme Court ruling, man.
Okay. Holler. You just sent the donation.
Yo.
Holler. Let's go.
Absolutely. You know what? Much respect, of course. But you know what? Old boy is talking about he's from Southwest Atlanta. Yo, nigga, stop talking that shit.
Right.
Use my language, but
Right.
stop talking crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, folks in Atlanta already know. Like, it's a possibility when you run up on somebody, you talking that rah-rah stuff,
Right.
somebody might just shoot you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what's that guy's name? His baby mama just got shot at the bowling alley because she was talking slick to somebody about a bowling ball, bruh. So if they shooting women out here over bowling balls, you're not finna...
What, was that Young Thug's baby's mother? Or I think it was Young Thug, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I think she was set up. She had a disagreement with somebody, if memory serves me correctly, and the person who shot her went outside and sat in the parking lot. That was sad. But go ahead.
Yeah, but also in Atlanta, the police know, like, Atlanta, because there's so many black people in Atlanta, you don't really just get away with shooting black people like that in Atlanta. Like, you can really catch charges like that.
Right.
And then not only that, the police know that folks is carrying, so they're not trying to get shot either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know.
Yeah.
And whether or not the state of New York wants to let go of the muzzle, so to speak, they're gonna have to if the Supreme Court really pulls that in a hammer and sets that precedent. You know what I mean? And like you said, the police don't need that much power. They out here stealing people's money and abusing people.
They are not they are not figures of moral authority. That is a false narrative, that has been pushed for decades. Even when I was coming up, the man in blue is a friend of you. No, you do your job like everybody else. You know, it's a dangerous job, but it's a job. You're not fighting a war on the streets here. That whole the war on drugs. We now know that was nonsense. Go ahead.
Right. Now, but you know what? Here's the other thing about this. You remember, like, I went to school for international studies and economics, right?
I remember.
So I studied a lot of these wars.
I remember.
And the money. And here's the thing. The United States is in a constant state of low-level warfare, according to academia.
Nice.
We're always in a constant state of low-level warfare.
Talk that talk.
So, basically, the United States basically makes a militia out of its citizens. That's the reason why the Constitution is written the way it is.
Yes.
So we're not going to let nobody from outside come in and be telling us what to do.
Right.
And we're not going to let the police stay here and keep abusing people. Like, that's not the way it works here.
Yeah.
So
can I ask you to break that down a little bit more? Because a lot of people have the Constitution twisted. I don't know the Constitution in detail as much now as I used to. But the government was concerned about the militias. You just said that. Go ahead, please expand on that.
Right. Now, what I was saying was that the government basically has made a militia out of the citizens. And the reason for that is because their thought was at the beginning, if England comes over here in mass and has their armies here, we need to be able to pass out these guns to everybody and have them shooting at the British. Mm-hmm. And that sentiment has remained over the years. If Russia decides to come across through Alaska and start to try to invade America, they have to know. Any other country that comes here has to know that almost everybody in America, there's more guns in America than there are people.
Yeah.
And everybody has two.
I'm okay with that.
So,
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. So good luck. Anybody else coming over here is going to have a very hard time trying to get people to get it in line when everybody has guns.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why they have that language in the Constitution. Mm-hmm. And these Supreme Court justices, they understand that too.
Right.
They understand it, and they're very conservative. The justices right now are conservative, so they're all about going back to the root of what the Constitution means, and that's the reason.
But hang on a second, if I can jump in, schoolboy. A lot of the laws, policies, and things of that nature, even treaties, even like the Treaty of Tripoli and so on and so forth, that clearly states America is not a Christian nation. A lot of things have been misconstrued and twisted. So the laws that once were put in place to benefit the forefathers and other people, because of the demolishing of slavery and Jim Crow laws, they have been twisted to stop blacks and others from getting firearms. So I think this is a good thing that they are going to loosen up, and I'm just broad stroking here, the right for people in New York to carry guns. I don't give a goddamn about criminals or career criminals, but citizens should be able to protect themselves, because I personally am tired of niggas running around getting reps off of being a stick-up kid. Go ahead. Right.
Yeah, I'm all for it. Man, I keep my Yo, when the police pull me over, 'cause I'm in the state of Virginia, and the same thing in Georgia.
Yeah.
Whereas if the police pull you over and you don't have the concealed carry permit, you got to put that gun on the seat when they pull you over. They need to be able to see it. You know what I'm saying?
Schoolboy.
That's how it is.
I ride around in an AMG convertible Benz with Carucci, my AR-15, on the back seat. It's open for the police to see.
yeah. Yo, we got smoke, goddammit.
I got 3 magazines, 90 rounds. I want you to see when you walk. I'm going to keep my hands on the wheel, 12 o'clock, wood grain gripping. But goddamn it, it's right there. It's right there. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. And you know when they pull me over, they be real respectful. How's it going, sir?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm doing fine, thank you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Show me some respect, goddammit.
Yeah.
I'm paying the bills around here.
Hey, man, good to talk to you. Are you
too.
still in the Atlanta area? Were you in Virginia, you say?
I'm between Atlanta and Virginia. Officially, I hold 2 residences in both states, so I can keep my licenses, up to date.
Got you. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Talk to you soon, man. Thank you, schoolboy. Thank you.
Absolutely. I'll be in the city next month. I'll check in.
Holler at me. Thank you.
Peace.
Okay, schoolboy tapping in. Hang on a second, guys. Hang on a second. Someone sent me an email. I'm looking for the email. Thank you for the information. Wait a minute. There it is. Dana with the data. Good morning, Dana. Are you there? Dana.
Yes, good morning. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. I'm sitting here talking to myself, as you know, in the mornings. Talking about Omarion.
What's her name? Say hi to Asia for me.
She's right here. You sent me a text and an email. What's going on? Roe versus Wade, please.
Yeah, so breaking news, because this has been in the rumor mill since last week. So breaking news, the Supreme Court has overturned Roe versus Wade and leaves it up to the state. So they sent it back to the state. So the Supreme Court has overturned a 49-year-old landmark Roe versus Wade decision that legalized abortion throughout the United States, upholding a Mississippi law banning a procedure after 15 weeks of pregnancy, and leaving the issue up to each of the 50 states.
Okay.
That is a problem. But
why is that a problem?
Why
is it a problem? Why?
It's a problem because, again, you are policing women's bodies, and I feel as though it should be a woman's choice. It's between her and her doctor, not politicians. So now what we're going to see, so apparently it's 15 weeks of pregnancy. So now you're going to see a lot of women going to states that do allow abortions past 15 weeks. We may even start seeing women dying again from back alley abortion. So, yeah, I mean, I think this is something serious. Now, some people are complaining that the Supreme Court overturned Roe versus Wade, but they just upheld for New York State for people to open carry. But it is a difference between the two.
Two different
because
things.
The Second Amendment the Second Amendment is constitutional, and the Supreme Court is to protect the Constitution.
Right.
This is not in the Constitution, Roe versus Wade. However, I just think it's policing women's bodies.
If I can just jump in here for a second. Now, if it had overturned, and I haven't seen the information yet, I'm just going by what you said. If they made it a law nationwide that you can't have an abortion, that might concern me. But you're saying that they've come back and said it's up to the individual states whether a woman can or can't have an abortion. I think for the most part, I'm okay with that. I mean, you have to vote certain politicians into place, senators, mayors, governors. You have to get out and vote. You have to be part of the process for whatever your beliefs or ideologies are. I'm okay with that. Go ahead.
No, I agree with you. You have to get out and vote, especially in these local elections. But so basically, with this overturn, meaning you don't have the federal protection, right? Because federal protection means they could trump state. But now the federal government cannot force states to honor a woman having an abortion past 15 weeks. So, again, so if I live in the state of Mississippi or in the state of Texas, you're policing what I want to do or need to do with my body, and that should not be your decision. And it is also sexist because you don't see any laws in any books policing men and their bodies. So it's sexist to me, and it's unconstitutional.
Okay, now hang on a second, Dana. With all due respect, I don't do hypotheticals, but you are a woman of a certain age. Does this apply to you in any way, shape, or form? Being able to have an abortion?
Look, Negro. Yes, honey. I can still reproduce.
Okay.
A woman of a certain age, my ass. that was a nice, respectful way of putting it. But no, my eggs are still fertile, honey.
You're experienced. I'm just asking, based upon your knowledge, your wisdom, and your experience. That's all. Okay. Well, listen.
Yeah, look, I don't plan on having any more kids. But the fact is that if it was a slip up or whatever, I want to have the option.
Got you.
Got you. Whether I want to have an abortion or not, and not have some politician tell me I can't.
Okay. Now, hang on, Dana, I have to shift gears. I want to focus on Omarion versus Mario. Last night on Verzuz, I think Mario destroyed Omarion. Did you see any of this or no?
This is what happened. I tuned in last night, and I just saw, that comedian dude and the DJ. I said, I don't got time for this shit. I'll come back when they hit the stage, but then I fell asleep.
Okay, so you didn't
but I was rooting for Mario anyway.
Okay. All right.
But I just wanted to tell you that was breaking news
Thank you
morning,
so much. Thank you. And when are you going live on The Real Dane on YouTube?
I was supposed to do a show last night, but I was just too tired. So back to the regular program, and this Sunday, me and the judge, Reparations Sunday. So this Sunday.
Good to talk to you, Dana. Thank you for
All right,
tapping
have a good one.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
Dana with the data tapping in. I feel like talking this morning, folks. Early edition. And we might do an evening show as well, I've got a couple of errands to make. I want to hit the gym. I took a shot of B12 this morning, and I took a shot of Pharmacist 300 yesterday. Whew, I'm on one. Let me get back to Mario versus Omarion, last night of Verzuz. And again, I don't have notes in front of me, so if I name certain songs wrong or the date, just correct me. I enjoy being corrected. What's the name of Mario's biggest hit? Is it You Should Let Me Love You? He performed that last. He did a great job. He was, the music went down, then he was singing it a cappella, Took that big-ass coat off. He got it in, and he was talking greasy. He said, I feel like I'm doing my own concert. And the most weirdest moment I have ever seen. Actually, the second weirdest moment. The first weirdest moment I saw on Verzuz was when Teddy Riley first tried to battle a babyface. Not the second time, but the first. Remember Teddy Riley? He had the DJ and somebody was dancing, and I was like, what is this craziness? Doesn't this old nigga know? Just sit in front of the computer and just play the song. That was crazy. But last night, who saw Omarion and I think that was his brother eating watermelon? What the F was that about? Troll Babies, I have to go to you. What was that about? Is that in connection with the song? That was weird. Hold on a second. That was weird. Does he have a song with regards to eating watermelon, or was he trying to make it seem like, eating the coochie, eating the red, something, yada? That was weird. Hold on a second. Who's texting me? Folks, please don't text me. This is work. Play. It's not play time. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Is this the man known as Jiggy Marley?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Is this the man known as Boss Hog?
Boss Hog in the building. Lansky, what's happening, man? Good to hear from you. What's cracking?
What's going on, man? What's going on? I saw you was talking about the Omarion versus Mario tragedy massacre last night. You got these brothers out there eating watermelons. Yeah. You got Mario telling them, yo, y'all sound crazy on the mic.
And they did.
You got Ray J sounding like he had one more wish to get his vocals back. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. It was crazy. What's going on, Star?
Everything is good. Now, hang on a second. You saw the entire battle? Because after Pleasure P and Bobby V were battling, I closed the laptop because the DJ, whoever that nigga was, dressed in all black with the tight-ass jacket, he was doing too much. So I closed the laptop, and then 10 minutes later, or 15 minutes later, I opened it back up, and then I continued watching. Did you see the entire thing? And did you talk about it on your channel, Lansky's Corner?
No, but I didn't get to. I'm about to head to the DMV now, but I saw you were talking about it. But I saw mostly up to the beginning of Omarion and Mario. So I saw the Pleasure P, I saw the Bobby V and Ray J. Yeah. It was a mess, man. It was a mess. These guys. I don't know what's going on with Verzuz, in my opinion, because the last Verzuz supposedly was Onyx versus Cypress Hills, which are legends. But it looks like it seems like this boat is about to sink. Jump off the ship, man. These guys, it's looking bad out there.
No, Lansky, no. I saw over 300,000 people watching this live. It was lit last night. Now, let me say this with all due respect. That's your generation. You have to watch it. You have to do some type of review on your channel, Lansky's Corner on YouTube. You have to, man. I mean, listen, as an older guy, I'm trying not to hate, but Omarion got destroyed. So I would really want to hear your opinion after you watch it, all right?
All right.
Okay. Everything else good?
So
man?
I'm not. Yeah, everything else is good. But yeah, I just want to call and chime in on that. You know what I'm saying? I got to go. I'm actually about to go register a new car. So
okay. What are you driving?
Some new wheels.
What are you driving these days? What are you driving?
Nah, I'm Haitian out now, man. I'm in a Toyota now, man. No more foreigns. I'm in a Toyota.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah. But yeah, definitely. I'm holler at you behind the scenes, Star. Appreciate taking the call. But
good
yeah,
to talk to you.
Just wanted to get my time in.
Salute.
All right.
Salute. Okay.
Appreciate you.
Okay. Jiggy Marley, a.k.a. Lansky, tapping in. Folks, I want to make sure I'm promoting my sponsors this morning. Hold on a second. Devious J, back in the building. Devious J, good to have you back. And folks, I don't have all the answers, but with regards to algorithms, marketing, and strategy, I might be able to help you. You have to look at YouTube and social media as a business, okay? Devious J, please check him out on YouTube. He just sent me a new link, which we're going to post a little bit later on. Okay, give me some time. Okay, hang on a second. Which Aaron is this? Somebody's on, which Aaron are you? Okay, Aaron, you have to tell me what your area code is. I know a couple of Aarons. Let me see. Hold on a second. Let me just guess. Is this Aaron, area code 202?
Yo, let's go, baby. Roe versus Wade, God, let's go.
All right, now hang on, Aaron.
Let's go.
Aaron, you owe it. If you send an email, just say, Star, I'm on area code such and such. I just took a chance, 202.
Okay, I got you. I'll do it next time. Sorry about that.
Please. How are you, man? Good morning. Good morning.
Man, let's go, man.
Let's go.
Let's go, man.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Hi ho, hi ho. It's back to the kitchen you go.
Ooh.
We coming for that right to vote next. We coming for your right to vote next. Yeah. How is Dana going to get on here and say you don't want the government policing your body when everybody literally had to wear a mask a year ago? When we literally had people who had to get shots in their arm just to go to work. And then she said,
Aaron, can I ask you not to call Dana's name because I don't want to have to do the back and forth. If she's on she's on the line, hang on. If she's on the line, that's one thing. But I don't like callers to attack other callers. Now, when you say back to the kitchen, you're talking about women, and then you said you're going to come for their rights to vote. Is that what you said? Please.
I'm just saying. I said that in sarcasm.
Okay.
I do think the 19th Amendment is I do think the 19th Amendment is a joke.
Okay.
Right? I think women have bled our government. Most of the government money that we have goes to women.
Okay.
The reason our government is bankrupt is because programs like, what do you mean rights to your own body? Section 8, welfare, child support. We keep you alive.
Ooh.
My tax dollars keep you. What do you mean rights to your own body?
Let's go.
What are you talking about?
Let's go.
When men have to sign up for the draft and go to war to die for you while you get to sit over here and play both sides of the fence. No. Democracies don't work when everybody has the right to vote. That's just a fact. There's a reason why I don't think all men should have the right to vote. I think universal suffrage was a disaster.
Okay.
So I've been listening to your show from the very beginning. You did say some things that I have to challenge, right?
Okay, please.
The first thing you said was you said that you basically alluded to the fact that the reason that New York had their gun ban, right, was because it wanted to take guns from minorities, right?
No.
Incorrect.
I was broad stroking. I said the reason why certain laws have been enforced and implemented was to keep certain people in check, not to take guns from them totally, because I'm registered to carry a firearm in New York. But it was hard as hell to get that permit. Hard as hell. So I'm not saying to take guns away from all blacks. That's not what I'm saying. But go ahead.
Okay. So, but the whole thing about, you had a couple callers call in and say, yeah, well, the black people as a whole would be able to stand up for police against the police if they had guns. But black people vote 90% against guns. So I don't ever want to hear, like, black people as a whole, you and me might be the minority, but black people as a whole are one of the most anti-gun groups in the country by their voting record, right? No other group votes 90% one way. Black people as a whole vote for gun control. So that's the first thing. The second thing, when you were talking about police, proactive policing worked in New York City. Stop and frisk actually worked. Stop and frisk got crime to go down to. Stop and frisk made New York one of the safest, largest cities in the country. So you can't necessarily you can't push back against results. If stop and frisk and proactive policing is stopping crime, which it did in New York City, and even like Biden's crime bill to a certain extent, you have.
Hang on a second before you go into Biden's crime bill. Which I really don't want that to be a focus this morning. I want to stay on. Hang on a second. Let me get this back on the screen. Supreme Court expands U.S. gun rights. I was okay with stop and frisk. I most certainly was. But with respect to police brutality, unless you have lived in the New York tri-state area as I have, it's been a major problem.
Yeah.
And again, the police are not figures of moral authority. They have abused that power. Listen, I'm almost 60. I can go back to Eleanor Bumpers. I can go back to multiple times when the police have abused their power. Amadou Diallo, Abner Louima. So I was in favor of stop and frisk, yes, but now we're talking about citizens. Law-abiding citizens should be able to protect themselves. I'm not trying to beat up on the cops, but I can be objective. Go ahead.
Okay. So I agree. To a certain extent, I don't. This is the thing. I'm 50-50 with the police. I'm not 100% pro-police either.
Right.
I just want to make sure that we're being like honest in terms, because I'll be honest with you, with the way New York City is out of control right now, New York needs some police brutality because crime is through the roof right now.
I can't co-sign that. I can't. Go ahead. I can't co-sign that.
So I think that everything is going out of control in these larger cities. And when things go out of control, people want order. I am happy now that the Yankees finally get to understand what a firearm looks like. Right. Even though the mayor said he's going to tie. The mayor came out yesterday and said that he's going to tie this up in an application process.
Yeah.
So although the Yankees might be able to get their guns, they're going to tie this up. The mayor said we're going to have an extensive application process, and it could die there. This could literally not be, because nobody's going to vote for a conservative mayor in New York, right? But he can tie this up through the application system, which means when you even go apply for a gun, it'll take you 20 years to get one, and you have to show so many different things for you to have the right to defend yourself. Listen,
hang on a second. I want to jump in. I want to jump in because I do want to stay focused on Omarion versus Mario.
Okay.
The mayor's a former cop, so again, he's of the mindset we have to protect you from yourself and others. That goes against the Constitution. No, the government and law enforcement, their job, according to the Bill of Rights, is to protect my rights. Do not interfere if I want to do. Do not interfere if I want to do drugs. Do not interfere if I want to have a shootout with my neighbor. Come clean up the mess. But if me and my neighbor want to shoot it out, that's our right to kill each other. We're human beings. There's something else you said. I wanted to make sure I don't forget. I think I lost my thought process already. But go ahead.
New Yorkers But New Yorkers, with all due respect, and I mean this like respectfully, look at how they vote. They don't believe in freedom. Like y'all was the main ones yelling at people for not putting a mask on. Like if you were out there telling people they should put a mask on or they should take the jab or everybody needs to stay in their home. And look at how they vote. I can get mad at Eric Adams all I want to, but he was put in place by a base of voters, and those people in New York, you get what you ask for. If check this out, if this would have came to a vote, if it would have came to a vote on letting New York have guns or not, I guarantee you, majority of the city would have voted against having guns. It took the Supreme Court to strike this down.
Aaron, have you ever been to New York?
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay. Can you tell us what year and how was your experience? Was it enjoyable?
I dated a girl in New York actually when I went to college in DC.
Okay.
I mean, I like it better than I like Los Angeles. I mean, it's okay. Now your viewers, I call it the Caribbean. I call it the Caribbean toilet seat of America, right? Because most of the people there are not Native American. Like, you're not naturalized Americans. Like, your great grandparents weren't born here. So the people are funny. They're funny people. You know what I mean? People from New York. I call them Yankees. I mean, they're Yankees. They're just a funny group of people. You know what I mean? They don't grow up with trees or grass, or they probably saw a deer. They probably have a heart attack. They live with rats and roaches and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's
Well, listen, again, I'm from New Jersey, which is across the water, but I want to go back for a second. And then I have to get to Omarion and Mario. With regards to a lot of the shootings and the stuff that are going on right now, stop and frisk, in my opinion, is not going to stop that. You have a sanctuary city that is allowing people to come in, and they're getting driver's license before it's even determined whether they're legal or not. You and I may or may not agree. I don't like the fact that power was taken away from ICE. We need ICE to get up in those homes and find out who's illegal. And if your child commits a murder or a shooting, I think the whole family should be deported back to where they came from. What say you, sir, about that?
I think that America needs a 100-year moratorium on immigration. I think that these Republicans that are going to win the House in the fall, that's what we're talking about. We don't need any more people coming into America. Like America, we're full. And I think that
no, Aaron, let's be real about what we have now. The power of ICE. Now, not in 100 years.
We need
now.
Yeah, no, right now, of course, half these people need to be sent back anyway.
Yeah. Huh.
So
there you go.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. So
hey man, listen, I have to shift gears. Did you see Omarion versus Mario last night?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that crap.
Come on.
I saw it. I mean, of course, Mario. So the thing about, of course, everybody's got to give the edge to Mario. I mean, I was kind of shocked, given Omarion's history, but he's been taking massive amounts of L's lately. I think it maybe was the love and hip hop that kind of threw him down the wrong way. So
okay,
the Verzuz battles have been kind of weird. They've been up and down.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Hey man, I got to take more calls. Good to talk to you. Stay in touch.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir.
All
thank you. Okay.
All right.
Aaron tapping in. Who saw Jeremiah last night? Folks, I have no knowledge, but that was that the powder? Was that powder, you know? Was that powder? Guys, on the screen is my PayPal information. Some of you email me from time to time. You say you don't have Cash App. I appreciate your support. There's PayPal information on the screen, all right? Big Nigga 22 tapping in, Star. Okay. Star, you hung up on me and claimed it was me who hung up on you? Okay, so what are you talking about? You didn't put your phone number, but thank you for trolling, Big Nigga 22. If you're using excessive profanity, yeah, you get hung up on. I don't own YouTube. This is a business. You know? Break yourself. If that's what you're talking about. Jamal, I got your donation. Ray J sounded like Luke Caney choking a monkey. Thank you, Dana. I got your email about Roe versus Wade. Yeah, we'll get to that maybe tonight or tomorrow. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Okay, thank you, Grand Finale. I got your email. Are you calling in, Grand Finale? Yes, no, maybe? Okay. I want to get back to Omarion versus Mario. What am I forgetting? Troll babies, let me just take a peek in the live chat. I don't have my contacts in. What am I forgetting about last night? Dutty Honor says, stop and frisk violated the First, Second, Fourth Amendments. I choose freedom over safety every day of the week. I live in America, not 1940s Germany. I can respect what you're saying. But, we did not have what we have now by way of the Supreme Court. It's ruling about New York gun laws. But we needed something. And I'm man enough to say maybe that wasn't the best thing, stop and frisk. But we can't have these bum-ass niggas who have been running around New York for decades, getting reputations off being a stick-up kid. You're robbing people who don't have guns. How gangster can you be? How gangster can you be to rob somebody who's defenseless? You catch them on the east side of Manhattan, 2 o'clock in the morning, somebody's walking with their girl, whatever, a kid. You come out with a dirty-ass gun, you rob them, and then you run back and you laugh, and it's cool. You get up on Vlad TV, we had the Mac 11s back in the days. Your bitch ass would have got smoked in the South. Fast. Someplace where people have guns. You pull up in a goddamn Waffle House, you pull a gun out, and somebody else pops you. Pow! Bitch, nigga, I'm trying to get a sandwich. What are you doing? Thank you for your donation. I didn't mean to ramble. Speaking of Waffle House, thank you to whoever has been sending me Waffle House compilation videos. God bless you. There is no God, but God bless you. I have been enjoying those thoroughly. Waffle House brawls. At first it was Chuck E. Cheese brawls, maybe like 8 or 9 years ago. Now it's Waffle House brawls. I don't know what makes niggas brawl in Waffle House. Maybe it's, people are hungry, 2 o'clock in the morning. You want to go get something. Waffle House is open. You think you're eating eggs and sausage. I don't think that's real meat. In fact, I don't even think that they cook that shit in real grease. It's probably lard with seasoning to make you, want more, or some type of resold oil. What is it? Gutter oil. They call it gutter oil. Yeah, but thank you for sending me the Waffle House brawls. Mr. Controversy got your donation. Thank you, sir. He sent me $6.66, the number of the beast. Hey, Doris. They ate watermelon 5 days after Juneteenth. Needed context. Okay. Oh, you mean Omarion and... Was that his brother? That was so weird. Eating watermelon and Mario was like, what the fuck is these niggas doing? That was crazy. But thank you, Doris, for your donation. Randon. Thank you, Randon, for your donation. Randon, I'm almost 600 years old. You calling me old means nothing. I used to call myself the hip-hop Highlander. I don't want to get too weird, but in my mind, I'm a time traveler. But thank you for your donation. Shit, wait a minute. Big nigga, Florida boy, Jay tapping in. What does he say? I'm calling in. Okay. Keep me posted, FBJ. All right. If you're just now joining me, folks, I do early morning shows sometimes where I talk to myself, and that's what this has been. And FBJ is going to be tapping in shortly. Let me just make sure I keep an eye out for him. Hold on, guys. Florida boy Jay. Okay, 9:04. That was my pen. Hold on. Jesus Christ. All right, and again, thank you for being patient. Last night, I was exhausted, and I didn't feel like playing around with the phone, so I did start to do a show last night, and I do want to get back to that hoe-ass nigga from the show Black Ink, Caesar Emanuel. He's been fired, beating on a defenseless dog. Nigga, I hope you send me a cease and desist letter so I can post it. His lawyer reached out to TMZ and said it's an old video from the pandemic. I don't give a goddamn, nigga. I saw you hit a small little defenseless dog twice with a folding chair. And did anybody else see the video? Did he kick a cat down the hill in a cage? What was that? What was that? I can watch niggas get shot, stabbed, and set ablaze all day, every day. Doesn't bother me, but you hit an animal, nigga, you gotta go. You gotta go, huh? And VH1 should pay some money, some type of money to somebody, all right? Okay, Florida boy Jay, keep me posted when you're tapping in. Let me see if 201 wants to chime in. Good morning. Omarion versus Mario. Are you up to speed? 201.
Hey, yo, good morning. What's up, man? Grand finale in the building. I sent you the Cash App with my number on it. You saw it?
I got you on the line right now. Good to hear from you. What's cracking, man?
All right. Yeah. So, in case you were wondering. Yeah, man. So, I sent you that the information in the email, okay. Because although the Supreme Court struck down the roadblock to concealed carry in New York, I really don't think it's going to make that much of a difference. For the simple fact that in D.C., you've got concealed carry, right? Mm-hmm. So you just think, all right, I just apply for a permit and I can carry. But what they've done is they've made it impossible for you to carry for the simple fact that they have damn near outlawed every place on earth I'm sorry, every place in DC that you can carry.
Right.
You can't carry within a 1,000 feet of a dignitary. You can't carry near a daycare or a hospital or whatever. And so New York's just going to do the same thing. New York's just going to say, all right, well, you have the right to carry now, but you can't carry here, and here, and it's gonna make it useless for that open carry permit.
Thank you.
And that's not even.
Thank you for the email. And let me just say, I'm okay with that. And again, I'm not a New York resident. So, I think that something needs to change. I am sick and tired of seeing young people, whether they be Caribbean, African American, Hispanic, I'm tired of seeing them be on the news all the goddamn time, shooting each other in broad daylight. You see, they're pumping the agenda of fear into the minds of people in that tri-state area and beyond. The agenda of fear, the same way they pump the agenda of fear into the New York tri-state area after 9/11, and by way of the Patriot Act, they gave the government the right to go in and search your home and not even tell you. I want something done, and I'm okay with citizens being able to carry firearms. Okay, so I can't go into a hospital, I can't go into a church, I can't go into a school. But something has got to be done to not just, again, slow down these animals, but keep these goddamn police off of violating me. Go ahead.
The safest times in New York, and I was there, the safest times in New York were during the Giuliani administration. A lot of, gangsters and thugs hated that era, but I mean, we got to keep it real. It was the safest. That and Bloomberg, even though Bloomberg's anti-gun and I can't stand his views, while he was in office, he maintained Giuliani's stop and frisk. And so what did that do? That kept, gangsters and thugs on point, like, all right, there's a chance I might get stopped, with the burner on me. You know what I mean? And so now you have it where it's been removed because, it disproportionately targets people of color, blah, blah, blah. And you've got rampant crime soaring in New York. So this is better, right? The crime rate in New York is better now, but there's no more stop and frisk, right? And so, again, we're appealing to people's emotions and how they feel instead of reality and keeping people safe. The bottom line is that states that have high taxes and abundant welfare is the problem. Welfare begets poverty. Welfare begets criminality. That's the issue. If you have places that have low taxes and very few welfare services, you're not going to have the abundance of crime. You're not going to have, the constant murders and robberies because you don't have that criminal element in those places. You look at Chicago, New York, California, what do they have in common? High taxes and abundant welfare. So that, if you're looking for something to change, start there.
Now, hang on a second. I want to respond to what you're saying because I do enjoy talking with you. I respect your views. My history of voting is a conservative track record for the most part. But I don't want to hear the propaganda of the news telling me, well, the city is safe now, the numbers are down. You see, they have the ability to sway the media, to lie to the people, and to fudge the numbers. I don't want to hear that the city is safe now because you're throwing innocent people in jail for small drug infractions. You're giving somebody 8 months in jail for a goddamn blunt. They can't get out of the system. You're destroying their lives. You're breaking up a family. I don't want to hear this city is safe now. And the payoff sometimes, as I said, is police brutality, the violation of people's rights, or talking to me in front of my wife like I'm a piece of shit. 2 punk-ass young cops disrespecting me, threatening to take me to jail. I'm with my wife and kids. You know what? Fuck you. Let's fight. In fact, shoot me, kill me, and let's get it in. I'm a man. I'm not a boy. I'm not a punk. This ain't the 20s, the 30s, and the 40s. Now, hang on a second. Let you speak. The trade-off sometimes is not worth the propaganda that the city is safe. You can't disrespect and violate citizens. In England and certain parts of the UK, those goddamn bobbies, they call them bobbies, they used to call them the peelers, they know not to talk down or disrespectful to people. They watch their goddamn tone. Have you ever seen people in England, how they talk to those goddamn police? They tell them, hey, we didn't call you, mind your business, back off. Now, they have other things that they do by way of interaction with the police, and they do have access to firearms if they need them. Usually they're in the glove box. But we are such a goddamn racist nation, rooted in racism, that these police think they're going to talk to you like you're a piece of shit. And I just can't go for that for the sake of the crime is down, you don't need a gun. No, I need a goddamn gun. But go ahead.
Yeah, I'm all for citizens arming themselves. You know, I'm out here in Virginia, you know, and everybody's very nice to each other for the simple fact that, like you said, out here, people make it known that they're holding, right? So I don't want no smoke with you. You don't want no smoke with me. Let's just keep it very respectable and, you know, and cool. Now, I hope that if New York citizens are allowed to carry, first of all, man, I'm sick of the lack of reciprocity. Right? People from New York can come to Virginia with concealed carry, but we can't go there.
Right.
Of course, because for some reason, you know, they've got higher crime and we can't bring guns, but they can come here. But nonetheless, if they're going to carry in New York, I hope, like the other caller said, that they go to the damn range, right? Practice and also learn how to clean a damn firearm. You've heard so many dudes making rap records talking about, the gun jammed and this jammed and that jammed. You know why it jammed, dumbass? It jammed because you don't know how to take apart a gun, you don't know what the parts are, and you don't know how to clean it properly. So...
Okay, hang on a second. You know, I think we need more knowledge as black people. I'm very knowledgeable with regards to guns. I've been carrying guns legally for a lot of years. I'm a rat fuck, you know this. What's the guy's name? He's part of the NRA. Is it Cullion? How do you say his name? He's been on the Joe Rogan podcast. He's from Houston, Texas.
Oh, Cullion Noir. Oh,
I like him.
Yeah, that's his name.
I like him.
That's his name.
He's knowledgeable. We may not share the same political views on everything, but you see, he's a prime example of someone who, even though I think his family's from Nigeria, but he's raised here in Houston, he understands the Constitution. I think he's a lawyer or a former lawyer. I'm not sure. But you have to educate yourselves. You should have the right to carry a firearm and protect yourself. I'll let you finish up.
Yeah, I agree. You know, and again, you know, just you know, tighten up the damn reciprocity laws. I mean, for a hot second, like I carried to Nevada at one point in Vegas one year, and then the next year you can't. Right? To carry in Florida, if you were from another state, like if you were from Virginia, you went to Florida, they shut that down for a minute, then they turn that back on. So they just need to open that up so we can go from state to state and hold and not have any problems with, you can't carry here because it's illegal and all this other stuff.
Hey, listen, I hate to cut you. I got to take other callers, man. But good to talk to you.
Okay. All right, man.
Yes,
cool.
Sir. Okay. Grand finale tapping in. Oh, wait a minute. Florida boy Jay tapping in early. FBJ, you there, sir?
Yo, Star, you can hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear. What's cracking, big nigga?
Oh, hey, man. Nothing to it but to do it. Good Friday. We getting money, getting to that paper, you know what I'm saying? Everybody up, you know what I'm saying? Do their thing.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the debauchery that was on display last night on Verzuz.
Let's
get to it.
Do you want to start with Pleasure P versus Bobby V first?
Yeah, we're gonna. Yes, yeah, absolutely, Star. First of all, this was a bad look for all the demographic of 35 to 45. You niggas came on stage looking like you was eating bowls of Rice Krispie treats and Honey Nut Cheerios, looking bloated. Pleasure P looking like he swallowed a 4-month-old baby. You got yeah. Come on, man. Come on, we've seen it. You got what's his name? D-Ray Davis. Salute to him, because I think it was a very smart move to have D-Ray Davis as the host to break the ice, keep it lighthearted. Because one thing about these R&B niggas, they are the most delusional people in the music industry. They feel like these B-side songs that you skip when you illegally streamed their music on LimeWire 15 years ago, that you want to hear during the verses, compounded with the fact that their voices are all shot. One thing about Pleasure P, I'm going to give him his props. Him and Pretty Ricky do have hits, and he has a wonderful pen. Yeah. Now we're going to move on to Ray J.
Well, hang on. If I can just respond for a second. Good guys when they first came out. They came on the Star and Buckwald show. Slickum, Pleasure P, Baby Blue, and what's the other one's name? It was 4 of them, wasn't it?
Slickum, I don't know these niggas, man.
I'm trying to make a point. I'm trying to make a point. They had some song, yes sir, yes sir, and they were talking in unison. And the interview was funny, but they were nice guys. So whether they have issues singing now, I was okay with that. They have lasted the test of time. I think Baby Blue is locked up now. I'm not sure. But
for PPP fraud.
Well, streets got to eat. But I thought that was a better battle with Bobby V than Omarion versus Mario. I think Mario just destroyed Omarion. I didn't even really remember any of Omarion's songs. He started singing some international hit or something, and we were like, what the fuck? Meanwhile, the crowd was singing with Omarion, yes? Pardon me, singing with Mario.
Absolutely. Just to wrap up the first initial verses, Sammie, I understand that he's still in shape and he still has his vocals. That's awesome. But you gotta, we can't be talking about how y'all been with me since 1999. I'm happy people pointed out, some of the girls in this crowd wasn't even born in 1999. Stop it. Cut it out, man. Give us something, a ball soundtrack, my nigga. Like, come on. But I did enjoy that they all vocalized and made a mockery of Ray J in his Bach career. Okay, so we're going to move on, and we're going to keep sliding. Ray J's shot, his voice is shot. We want to hear any more music. Don't bring out none of these guys from these past records. And then we're going to get to the main event. Okay. The main event, the biggest issue with the main event was that Omarion thought he was 10 years younger than what he was. He came out, titties all out, stomach all out the frame. Like I said, this was a bad look for my 35 to 45 crowd. Yeah. Stomach all out the frame. You come on doing the touch record. You're not even singing. You're just hitting a robot with these dancers on stage. This isn't a dance contest. This is a Verzuz. Right. We have a Mario who comes up with not only good song choices, but can actually sing and can actually perform and actually can tell the tempo of the crowd. And even songs you never heard or you didn't appreciate when they came out. For the fact that he still had his vocal cords, and the fact that he can still sing, it made the songs you didn't know enjoyable to watch. And going to Omarion, when you mess up Bria's interlude, that is a famous record, right? You mess up that song by pulling out Watermelon, and your brother finally probably seen the hint of the crowd and seen that them hoes, you was scaring the hoes, and then his brother ran off into the back to try to eat the watermelon, and this goofy ass nigga starts eating the melon. Like, dog, what part of that was supposed to win your verses? And then after that, you talking about shout out to the girls with the good pH balance. And then Mario say, are y'all hoes condoning this? But these silly women, any nigga with some clout, they gonna co-sign and stand beside him. So it don't matter. That's the problem with Omarion. You've seen kind of the same delusion Dipset had in their verses, and the same delusion you see with a lot of these artists whose greater heads or greater days are behind them. They're shot their load, and they think that their inner circle still gasses them up like they're those same individuals, and they're not. Omarion got exposed. It was justice for how you did your B2K members. Yeah. And you had to even start going to some of them B2K songs.
Stop right there. For those who don't know, I saw a documentary years ago. So when the clown came out on stage, I knew what that was about. It's based upon some type of dance culture, but I forget the documentary. Do you know what that was? Let me go to the live chat. It's a famous dance culture out of Los Angeles, and I forget the name of the documentary.
Oh, but the clown guy, I know what you're talking about, and he has the microphone, and like he kind of gets around the kids. They do dance battles, that kind of stuff, right?
But what was Rise? There you go, Rise. Yeah, Rise. Crumping. There you go. So I wasn't mad at that, but Mario was just killing this nigga vocally to the point where even the crumping didn't help. But now hang on a second. Do he and the other B2K members even get along? I know that he and Raz B have had tension.
Yeah, they're cool. They do the Scream tour every couple years. Yeah.
Is J Boog still around? Didn't Lil Fizz and Omarion, were they smashing the same girl somebody had a baby?
Yeah. April Jones, the chick that does TikToks with Tay Diggs now. Yeah, they're still cool. They moved past that. The Scream tour.
Why didn't he bring B2K out? That would have been lit.
Because Omarion thinks he's the star player, and what he realized yesterday, thanks for Sammie, because even though Sammie couldn't make a hit past 1994, salute to Sammie and because Sammie pretty much, I feel like, set the table that no, if we're gonna have these R&B C-list stars, we're gonna see which one can really still sing. And Mario came up there and he was able to sing. And all the stats.
You're talking about Sammie, a.k.a. Lil Sammie.
Nobody wanted to see that once the table was set. Nobody wanted to see you dance and pop lock across the stage. You want to hear, can you still sing? Do you have enough songs?
Got you. Hey, man, I got to shift gears. I got to take other calls. But now hang on a second. I need to ask you, you are a knowledgeable basketball person. Is Kyrie Irving going to the Lakers or the Knicks or the Clippers? He gave a list to the Nets to say, if you're not giving me a long-term contract, here's where I'm willing to be traded to. Tell me this hoe-ass nigga doesn't want to go back and play with LeBron. Kyrie Irving.
He's not going to go back to play with LeBron because he's not going to opt out of $30 million to take a $5 million mid-level exception after losing the money of not playing last season. So he's not going to go to L.A. and take $5 million and opt out.
FBJ, he gave a list to the Nets. You can say what you want to say. There are reports that he gave a list to the Nets. I'm just repeating what I heard.
And I hear you. I feel like it would be smart to go play with LeBron. They need a scorer and a shooter like Kyrie Irving instead of a Westbrook.
Okay.
But is he going to the Knicks? The Knicks, I don't think they have enough assets. Is he going to the Clippers? That will make sense. That would be a good move. I would like him to be with the Clippers. Okay. But is he going to the Lakers? Maybe. Like I said, these are his trade options. So all of them on the table. They even said that he also is looking at the Heat, the Miami Heat also. So it's a couple of teams that he's looking at to go to. I just don't think the way to get to the Lakers is the Lakers aren't trading AD, and whatever they trade, they're going to have to work out his deal, and Kyrie Irving isn't going to take anything less than that $30 million that he's being guaranteed.
I was just asking because that's what the reports I saw. He gave a list to the Nets, so we can talk about money, yada yada yada. But that hoe ass nigga, in my opinion, he's going to bail out on Kevin Durant. It's a hoe ass nigga.
But who's going to give up anything? Let me ask you a question really quick before I go off the line. Who's going to give up the amount that it's going to take to pony up to get him and then keep his $30 million contract and then extend that contract after next season?
I don't know.
Not very few teams don't even want to pick up the phone for trade talk.
I don't know. I'm just telling you what this hoe ass nigga has started the process of doing. I can't answer your question. I'm not that knowledgeable. But hey, man, promote your platform, please. What's going on and when's your next video being posted, please?
Yeah, like I said, man, new episode is dropping tomorrow on Perspectives and Facts podcast. Florida boy Jay go to my YouTube. It's Florida Boy J. Please go to it. Subscribe. We are almost at 2,000 subscribers. Once we hit 2,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway to somebody who comments, or somebody in my comments, and one of the followers who subscribes and interacts with us. We're going to definitely be doing a giveaway once we hit 2,000 subscribers. Please subscribe. Let's get this next video rolling.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to start doing these giveaways. Road to 2K. I appreciate it. Sorry, have a wonderful show.
Yes, sir. You too. Take care. Florida Boy J tapping in. Okay. I want to talk to myself a little more, just in the mornings I'm on that caffeine. Guys, on the screen, another one of my sponsors, www.yourpainyourgain.com. They can help you get a bag. Tell them I sent you. You have to say, yo, that hating ass nigga said you can help me get a bag. www.yourpainyourgain.com, all right? What else am I forgetting about? Last night's Omarion versus Mario battle. Okay, Tank came out. Oh, my goodness. Jeremiah. Is he battling some type of addiction? I don't know. I'm just asking. Troll babies, what was with Jeremiah last night? Troll on the RVA. Sit tight. Sit tight. What was with Jeremiah? He was grooving. He was grooving. Did he have COVID? He's bouncing back? I said, damn, this nigga must have got himself some good powder. Allegedly. That nigga, even Mario had to say, yo, man, stop this shit. Please stop this. Okay. Something's being shipped. Thank you so much. Okay, I'll get back to them later. Gangsta of Love tapping in. Star, would you vote for Bloomberg for president? Michael Bloomberg? I don't know. I would have to see what, what's going to be different. I think he was a decent mayor. But again, I'm not a New York resident, I like the fact that he's not married. You can't always have a bitch in your ear. He's a businessman. And he tried to run for the presidency, and people weren't feeling him. So I don't think he's going to run again, to be honest with you, Jason, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in via Cash App. Wait a minute. Whoa. You're on the line. Who is this? 1046. I got one of my sponsors. What area code are you calling? Folks, you have to say what area code you're calling from. I don't know phone numbers. Come on now, folks. I'm 58 years of age. What area code are you calling from? Natasha says, Omarion changed clothes 8 times to try. Yeah. It was just a bad night for him. Karanesta, I need to know what area code you're calling from, okay? Okay, somebody sent me something that I'm just really not interested in right now via email. T.D. Williams got your donation. Thank you, sir. I don't see a phone number, but thank you, okay? I'm waiting for one of my sponsors to tell me what area code she's calling from. Let's see if I can get her on the line. In the meantime, trolling on the RVA. Good evening, sir. Oh, pardon me. Good morning. Good morning. Trolling on the RVA.
Trolling on the RVA. What up, Star? Good morning.
What's cracking, man? How are you?
Good morning. Oh, man, I'm good, baby. I'm free. Free out here.
Let's get to it.
I'm out here making moves. I'm outside.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Channel doing good. You know what I'm saying? We'll be pushing up on this 2K sub soon.
Nice.
And, making a little alternative switch. You know, we're going to go a little bit more edgy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a little bit more adult.
Well, now, hang on a second. With all due respect, because I'm looking for your information to put on the screen. If I don't find it in time, I will make sure I put it on the your banner at the end of the rebroadcast. So you're going more edgy on your channel. Might that be because you are going through a divorce and now it's time to what? To loosen up? You still going through divorce?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I'm 39 now, so
okay.
I've been married twice. This is my second marriage. So both marriages basically took up my entire adult life. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, I'm getting out of here. You know, I'm all the way outside.
Okay.
Ready to start me on OnlyFans page.
I was just about to say, man, if you're getting divorced, I don't know if you're separated or divorced, but you might as well do an OnlyFans page and, try and cash in.
Yeah, and that's what I'm doing.
There you go.
And that's what I'm going to do. See if I can make a couple little ducats off of them, You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Now, hang on. I want to stay focused here. Omarion versus Mario. Are you up to speed? Did you see it last night?
Oh, my God. Look, come on. Let's get it over with. Omarion just committed career suicide last night, man.
I think so.
And I mess with Omarion heavy. I tried to stay up to listen to see if he was gonna do Icebox, but I ended up falling asleep before the very end of it. But Omarion, man, I ain't gonna lie, when he came out with the watermelon, bro, I was ready to say, dude, you done, bro. You done, bro. Like he already been a meme for the last 2 years between the crazy dance moves and the uncircumcised penis and all those other stuff. Like he been
TMI, nigga, TMI.
I've been in
I know all that.
He been all over the place, man, since his love and hip hop stuff. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna meme him up today with the watermelons. I've been seeing watermelon icons going crazy all over the place.
Now hang on a second. You say you mess with him heavy. Well, what are his hits? I don't know his hits like that. What are Omarion's hits?
He came out and did Touch first, but it seemed like he forgot a whole lot of his words to his songs. He got Touch. He got Icebox with Timbaland. He got another song with Janae T. Aiko, whatever her name is. I can't remember how.
Is it Janae Aiko? Did I say her name? I forget. Is her name?
Janae Aiko? I don't know. She is the destruction of R&B, if you ask me. As far as female singers. All that high whispering, Now,
hang on a second. Hang on. Does he have a track with Summer Walker? I heard him call out Summer Walker's name, and I guess she said, I'm not coming out on stage. This nigga's getting destroyed. He called her name. Does he have a track with Summer Walker, Omarion?
I honestly, I don't know, man, because I don't even know if he has anything new out, because I haven't really necessarily followed him since he signed with Maybach Music, because he signed with Rick Ross about maybe 5 years ago. So I didn't hear anything else from him. But last night he was doing a bunch of songs I had just never heard of. I was just like, yo, what is this, bro? You giving it away. You just giving the battle away. Like, he was all out of breath trying to dance, you know what I'm saying? Then
he signed with Rick Ross or Baby? I thought it was Baby. You sure?
No, he signed with Maybach Music.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, he signed with MMG.
Gotcha.
But man, look, forget all that, man. Mario came out, killed him.
Yeah.
He still sound like he did when he was younger. Voice still sounding good. He said this ain't even a Verzuz. This is just a concert for me.
Gotcha.
He just was embarrassed for Omarion. He was embarrassed. It was embarrassing.
Gotcha.
I was more entertained with the preliminary verses.
Yeah,
I was more entertained with that.
The undercard, yeah.
Pleasure P.
Yeah.
Pleasure P and Ray J versus Sammie and Bobby V. That was pretty dope. Bobby V held it down. Playing the piano, a cappella.
That was entertaining. Yeah. Hey man, I gotta take more calls. Good to talk to you, man. Stay in touch. Keep me posted on your new OnlyFans page so I can help you promote that, all right?
Oh, for sure, baby. Shout out to all the troll babies out there. Troll Nation, salute.
Yes, sir, salute. Okay. Troll on the RVA tapping. Hang on a second, guys. I responded to one of my sponsors. I don't want to say her name unless she can call in. Folks, if you're a sponsor, you're always welcome to call in, but you have to say star I'm on such and such a area code. Otherwise, I may not, find you. Hold on a second. All right. I want to make sure I promote Troy Reed's new book again. It's called I Never Met Alpo. Albert, served 24 years in prison, but Alpo killed him in 6. Troy Reed, okay? Director, architect, great journalist, okay? Purchase a copy. I purchased mine from Amazon. I was promoting it last night, but last night's stream had some issues with the goddamn phone. I just didn't feel like doing all that extra shit, okay? And also, I'm talking about, you can chime in, the Supreme Court's new ruling shutting down New York's concealed carry laws that they've had in effect for decades, centuries, if you will. How do you feel? Do you care? I think they need more guns up north, so people can act differently. And it's not going to be for everybody if I haven't specified that. You're not going to have a felony record or, you're not going to be able to get a gun if you've been beating your bitch for years. You went through therapy, you're better now, or so you think. You're not going to get a firearm. It's not going to be that easy. But something has to be done. And we've been discussing the trade-offs for those who are from the New York area and how this may or may not affect you, okay? Salute to TJ, got your donation. Hey, Bobby V. Hey, girl. TJ, nobody cared about that last night. I have to be honest with you. I was looking to see if somebody was going to take a shot at Bobby V running out on his tab from a nigga with the wig. It's a different generation. They don't care about that type of shit. Bobby V was jumping around. Looked like he was about to do a cartwheel and a split, Get in the bag. My nigga Ray J was disappointing, though. Ray J, he was trying to sing, and then, is that his kid? Whose kid did he have on stage? That was weird. That was real weird. All right, let me take a few more calls here. Area code 631. Good morning, 631. Are you there?
Hey, Star.
Hey.
Hey, how's it going? Juice DBSJ, man.
Hey, what's up, man? Let me get your banner on the screen here. I'll get you in the showrunner. What's cracking? Good to hear from you, man. I got your email.
Yeah, today I sent for the promotion.
Okay.
And then on the 30th, I'm going to send for...
Well, let's talk behind the scenes. Let's not talk money. Let's not talk money now. Let's talk behind the scenes about that. Promote your channel first before we talk about Omarion getting destroyed by Mario, please.
Yeah, I just posted a new video with Recognize Ali and Mr. Terror.
Okay.
And actually, Mr. Terror is from Killer Army back in the day.
Okay.
The PR terrorist. That's
right.
That's him. So.
Right. So for those who don't know,
that's just like.
For those who don't know, you do video editing. You're a director. You do great work, man. You remind me of what's that guy's name? Cole Bennett. You know who Cole Bennett is. But you have your own style, very innovative. You take chances, and you are for hire. Yes, people can hire you to help them with their projects.
Yeah, they can, but it's kind of like, if I can't do nothing with it, I don't want to promise anybody anything, but
right.
I'll do my best with it.
Okay, but you are available for people to contact you, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, yes.
Cool. Did you see last night's massacre? Mario taking off Omarion's head, Lord Jesus. Did you see it? I didn't see it. I'm sorry. I should have watched it before I called in, but to be honest, both of those dudes are kind of corny for me. Like I'm 42, so like I really never followed none of them. So. Okay. Mario got it in.
I like the classic hip hop.
Mario got it in, and the females were singing with him. Omarion just said he was dead on stage. But anyway, never mind that, man. I might watch it just to see, I think you should, Listen, I'm almost 60. I'm almost 60. I watched it last night. I was talking crazy on Twitter. I think I'm going to go back and delete some of those tweets. But listen, man, good to hear from you. Shoot me an email if you want to chop it up over the weekend. Let's make sure that Monday, the beginning of the week, we get some really custom promotion going for you early, all right?
Okay. And also I wanted to just say, anybody that's on the fence about promotion with the show, they really need to do it because it will make your numbers go up.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you. All right.
All right. Take care.
Okay.
Bye.
Devious J, give me a cosign, yeah? I'm good to my sponsors, and in case you're just now joining me, I do not let people bash or attack my sponsors in the community section. We do comb through the comments. If you're trolling there talking crazy, we'll let you rock for, a little bit. and then we get your comment out of there. Mr. Reed tapping in. Where are you, sir? 813. You're going to be my last caller. Good morning, Mr. Reed. Thank you for your support. You have the floor, sir. Mr. Reed.
Star.
Hey.
Star, what's good, my G? How you?
How are you, sir? We're talking about the massacre last night. Did you see it or the Supreme Court's new ruling?
My nigga. Can I black out right quick? No profanity. Can I just go in right quick, please, Star?
Please, no profanity.
First of all,
go ahead.
No profanity. First of all, the pre-show, that was a one and done. They don't need to do that no more. That was a battle of the one-hit wonders, and we was not checking for that. That went way overdue. That went past my bedtime, Star. But I stayed up to watch the Mario and Omarion massacre. Yeah. You understand me? The real question I got is, did anybody catch that nigga Bobby V with a nigga with a wig? All right, that's what we also want to find out. Did we see that? But as far as Omarion and this nigga, what you call it, Mario? He smoked that nigga. He dragged that nigga all across stage last night.
From the start.
It was embarrassing.
From the start, yeah. From the start.
Yo, it was embarrassing. It was a master's class on how to sing and perform for the ladies, because that was a show really and truly for the ladies. You understand what I'm saying? This dude, Omarion, coming up there, this nigga eating watermelon, got sage, all kind of props. Oh, melon is what they was roasting him all night in the damn thing, man.
Yeah.
He looked at a fool. Man.
Yeah.
I'm like,
can I ask how old you? Was that your generation?
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah. Before we get to Jeremiah, hold on a second. Before we get to him, is that your generation? Omarion, Mario, is that your generation?
It is. I graduated class of 02.
Okay.
You understand? I'm 38 years of age, so I was around when it was cracking.
Right.
You understand? And Omarion actually has the hits to go back and forth with the man. He just from off the gate, he had him off his rhythm. Off the gate. Vocally, once he heard what Mario sound like, he was like, oh, no, this nigga's on another level tonight. Yeah. I'm going to have to pull out all the stops. You understand? And that nigga Jeremiah, oh, my God. That nigga was on stage sounding like Mama Duck from Vlad TV. What is wrong with that nigga? That nigga sounded a fool.
Let's not attack Mama Duck. She lost 5 kids. Let's not do that, man. Let's not do that, Mama Duck.
I'm just saying he sound like her. He sound like Mama Duck.
I think Mama Duck sound better than Jeremiah. I think she sound better than that nigga.
You know what? You might be right. You might be right. You got this nigga Marion dancing like Ice JJ Fish on stage looking at damn fool.
Yeah.
Yo, last night was crazy. Timberland, Swiss Beats, salute to y'all for giving us this during the pandemic. It was special, but y'all about to mess up the wave in a minute and sully the name and the brand of it because y'all just letting anything run amok up there. That pre-show, we don't need that no more, man.
Hang on a second. If I can respond, I didn't watch the numbers all the way through, but they were like at close to 400,000. And
that's a fact.
Yeah. That's the most I have seen. That's the most I have seen in quite some time. I watched Redman and Method Man, and I was kind of sad to see the low views. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of pulled away from Verzuz. I didn't see Cypress Hill and God, who did Cypress Hill? Onyx. I didn't see that, and I rock with all of those guys, man. But last night was close to 400,000. Maybe they went past 400,000. So in terms of conversation and traffic, I think it was a success. It's just unfortunate what happened to Omarion. But go ahead and finish up, please.
It was. You're right. As far as the numbers, absolutely. The numbers were there. Because when I checked in, it was at like 340.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
Right.
like, oh, man, this is probably going to be up. It's going to be lit. But again, that's women that support, because women going to support you more than these niggas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's that R&B, that's their realm. So I get it. But what I'm saying is, it's about to become a mockery. You got Ray J up there just sounding crazy, talking about one wish. I had one wish last night that they would have got off the stage earlier. Because they was taking up all the it was shine time.
Yeah.
It was like these niggas didn't want to get off stage. But yeah, man, that's just my point of view. You keep doing what you're doing,
Thank you, man.
I appreciate everything you do, Star.
Yes, sir.
Hold it down.
Salute. Okay. All right. Okay, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. I gotta get out, head to the gym, run a few errands. Okay. In my community section, I want you folks to check out a new book. I should have my copy today in the mail from Zavanda Vincent Parrish. She's being very open and honest. The book is called I Am Because He Is, Volume 1. Check her out on Amazon, okay? And there's the website on the screen as well where you can take a look at this book. This is a new sponsor. And other people who have books. I'm a reader, in case you don't know. Always, send me a copy. Let's get you to call in to talk about your book. What did I say last? Okay, in the description of this particular book, I Am Because He Is, she admits to doing drugs and alcohol and putting a man before her child. So she's got some truth, and I look forward to reading her book and bringing her on the show early next week, all right?